Executive Director for Discover St. John, or St. Awesome as we call it. PEI doesn't call it St. Awesome. It's been my pleasure, along with my team, Shauna, Dickie Garnham, and the rest of our partners, to represent this great destination all this week. Being from St. John is being from a tradition of storytellers. Some of you have heard some of our stories this week. We come from a background of Bay of Fundy fishermen, of shipbuilders, of sailors and explorers who have traveled the world and have come back with some really unique stories. And it's these stories that have been passed down through the years. You can hear them in our music, see them in our art, taste them in our food, and you can certainly hear it in our personalities. We are now the keepers of those tales, and we are the new storytellers for our city, and in turn, we will ensure that the people who visit us always leave with a story to tell. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a real treat for you. We have New Brunswick's most recent new citizen. He's one of UK's top comedians. He's also the comedy editor for GQ magazine and was recently nominated for a Just for Laughs award and a Canadian Comedy Award. He has his own show on Comedy Central, which had him interviewing folks like Tom Cruise and Daniel Craig. You should be bringing him to St. John. He's appeared on big screen movies and has worked with the likes of Jerry Seinfeld and Russell Peters. And there's currently a big budget movie being made on his life with actors from Downton Abbey, Notting Hill, and Twilight. 2 years ago, he moved from bustling London to charming St. John, and he's going to tell you why. Can you please put your hands together for James Mullinger?
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Hi, Yukon. Hi, everyone. Genuinely nice to be here. What an amazing event. Am I right? Amazing event. Yes, it's genuinely lovely to be here. As Victoria kindly said, 2 years ago, I left my homeland of London, England, and I moved to St. John, New Brunswick. Why, you might ask, as many people ask me. Well, I will tell you. I moved for a better quality of life. My wife grew up in St. John, and since we met in London 15 years ago, every year we would travel to St. John for our summer holidays. It was a proper escape, because there's nowhere like it. There's nowhere else like it in the world. Beautiful views, world-class dining, arts and culture in theatres and in the streets. My father-in-law drives that pink bus, by the way. We like to keep things in the family. I made this PowerPoint myself, by the way. That's how I roll. I did it myself. Yes. You'll never visit a friendlier city than St. John. Everyone is just so damn happy there. Why? Well, it could be because they're all bloody related. Or it could be that the longest commute to work literally takes 6 minutes. There's literally no traffic there. I honestly never thought I could ever be as happy as I've been for the last 2 years that I've lived in St. John, and I really hope that you will come and explore it for yourselves. Now, just to be clear, I am talking about St. John, New Brunswick, not St. John's, Newfoundland, which is also lovely, by the way. Very nice. It's a beautiful place. I'm there a lot, so you can find me there too, but people get very confused. I have no idea why there's two places with almost identical names in Atlantic Canada. I think it's because they're trying to trick English people and keep us away. That's why Atlantic Canada's so nice. They keep all the arrogant and cynical Brits out. When I moved to St. John, I was slightly worried that I might miss my homeland of England, but I was wrong. And that's me on stage at the greatest theatre in St. John, best in the world, Olympic swimming pool. Sure, St. John, that's ours as well. St. John has all the maritime pastimes you've heard about and might enjoy. Covered bridges, fiddleheads, dulse. That's right, they actually eat seaweed there. I know! They have the best lobster rolls in the world. They have lighthouses, and I love that. But there is so much more. As the only city on the Bay of Fundy, it has to be seen to be believed. Before I became a comedian, I used to be a travel writer for GQ magazine, so I would travel to all kinds of beautiful places. But nowhere in the world is as beautiful as the Bay of Fundy, which is why I used to go to St. John on holiday from London every year. There's everything there. Natural beauty, Atlantic Canada's only nature spa, the most beautiful theatre in Canada. That was the one I was on stage at. Standing ovation, no less. We have the Olympic swimming pool, we have historical architecture, we have seafood, we have seclusion and spas when you desire tranquility, or partying and fine dining when you crave excitement. It sounds like London, right? Well, it is, but without the arrogance! As well as one of the best theatres in Canada, it's literally, everything is seconds apart. The theatre is a mere minute from the hockey arena, which recently played host to Elton John and Jerry Seinfeld. What a game that was! And literally minutes from there, there's a municipal park designed by the same team that did New York Central Park. It's the best of everything. Now I know what you're thinking, St. John, isn't it a bit foggy there? Well, it can be occasionally, but we've planned for that. We have a pedway connecting everything. It's heated, so if you don't want to go outside, you literally never have to go outside, ever! Isn't that amazing? 5-star hotel to hockey arena, old-fashioned British pub to music venue, comedy club to sports bar, Hilton and Delta conference rooms to the best seafood restaurant in Atlantic Canada, all covered, all heated, and there's free Wi-Fi in the streets! I haven't finished! I haven't even finished! And you might be thinking, how is it to get to you? How is it to get to you, James? It's easy peasy! Tiny airport, one gate! One gate! I flew here 2 days ago. Guess how many minutes before the flight I showed up at the airport? 22 minutes! And I was still waiting around for 18, having gone through security. And I know everyone at the airport, so if you are planning on smuggling contraband, they don't care! Half an hour from landing, you'll be tucked up in your first-class hotel suite or propping up one of the world-class bars and restaurants in uptown St. John, including my personal favourite, Port City Royal, which recently won the second best new restaurant in all of Canada in Air Canada's On Room magazine. Woo! There was a picture up of it earlier, but because I've gone off script, the pictures are all out of sync. What are you going to do? Let me be honest, right? We know we're not Montreal. We're not big like Toronto. We're a break from the norm. A getaway. We're charming, we're quaint, we're fun. We're the East Coast and we love it, and we know you will too. I still haven't finished! In short, I personally have never been happier. I think you'll feel the same when you visit. Everybody who visits St. John falls in love with it, and we would like to welcome you to our best-kept secret. As a newly certified proud St. Johnner, I'll personally welcome you there when you arrive. Why? Because in St. John, or St. Awesome as we like to call it, business is booming, and that's just how we roll! Still haven't finished, last thing and I'll go, right? Why am I walking around all the time with this stupid grin on my face? I'll tell you why, because 3 weeks ago I got in the post my permanent residency card, which means I can stay at St. John forever! I'm James Mullinger, lovely to meet you all, have a wonderful evening, thanks very much, enjoy the video!
There's a place you think you know, a place where the river runs backwards twice a day, where history is waiting to be explored, and where an unsuspected turn can lead to a hidden gem. There's a place ready to be rediscovered. St. John. Plan your own St. Awesome adventure at discoverstjohn.com.